Hello children, how are you? I hope you must be good and taking care of yourself. Now children, today in this video we will revise lesson number 13, that is simple present tense. We are going to revise what? We are going to revise simple present tense, and this is the 8th part of my video of the revision, right? So simple present tense is a part of tense, and as I told you, what is a tense? A tense is what? It expresses the time of action, and we have learned that there are 3 forms of tenses, that is present tense, past tense and future tense. So today we will be studying about present tense. So simple present tense we use when we talk about what is happening right now, or things that are continuous, right? What is happening right now? Like I am right now teaching you. So I am teaching you, right? I am writing on the board. So at the moment, at the present moment, like what is my action? My action is teaching, talking to you, or writing on the board. So what it is talked about, what is happening, and what that they are also in the continuous, like teaching. Like teaching is in the continuous form of verb. Now we use generally simple present tense when to express habitual or repeat action. When we are talking about habitual, day-to-day work, we are talking like she talks very rudely, she is very polite. So day-to-day, like it habitual. Like if I say Rani is very polite, so it is a habitual habit over there that Rani has an habit to speak politely, right? Or repeat action, like the sun sets in the west, the sun rises in the east, right? So it is a habitual, like it is not going to change. Next is permanent habit. Permanent habit is also another part that is when we are talking about permanent habit, then we use simple present tense, right children? So what we have learned, we use simple present tense when we express habitual or repeated action, or permanent truth we are talking about. Now children, I have written some sentences on the whiteboard to give you an example, the difference of habitual action and or repeated action of the simple present tense. Now over here, number 1, it says we usually dash breakfast at 7. Now you usually have your breakfast at what time? At 7 o'clock. By 7 o'clock you finish your breakfast. So this sentence shows a habit of a particular person or people. So we are going to use simple present tense. Like we usually have our breakfast. No, have you will eat our breakfast at 7. We usually eat our breakfast at 7. Or you can also use we usually take our breakfast at 7. Now this sentence is showing with a habit, daily habit it is talking about, right? He never dash a lies. Now lies, he never lies is what? Jhoot. So which word we are going to use? Tell. Which verb we are going to use? Tell. So he never tells a lies. So again over here it is a habitual, that he never has a habit of speaking, telling lies. So we are going to use, according to the sentence, we are going to use simple present tense. My father generally dash home by 6. Now, your father every day he goes to work to earn money, right? He leaves in the morning and at a particular fixed time he returns back home. So here somebody's father, like we are talking about one father, like he goes every day to work and returns home by 6. Now again, what action it is speaking? It is talking about repeated action. The Papa goes 6 days. There are 7 days in a week. So in the 7 days in a week, for 6 days he goes to work. Sunday is the rest day. So for 6 days he goes to work. So it is talking about which type of action? Repeated action. So we are going to use simple present tense. So my father generally dash by 6. So it's talking about returning home. So comes by 6, comes home by 6, or you can also use returns home, RETURNS, returns home by 6. Now number 4, Shruti dash her work regularly. Now again, Shruti dash her. Now it can be positive sentence, it can be negative sentence. If we talk about positive sentence, Shruti does her homework? No. Shruti, we'll talk about negative sentence. Shruti does not do her homework regularly. Now Shruti has the habit, she has adopted a habit like of not doing her work, completing her work on time. So it is, she has repeatedly she is adopting that habit. Right. And if I say this is a negative sentence, if I talk about positive sentence, it will be Shruti does her homework regularly. Shruti does her homework regularly. Again, we are going to talk about this thing, simple sentence. A simple present tense we'll use. Now, they dash to school by bus. They dash to school. Now, again, the children, they are talking about, they are going to school every day. By what? By bus. Now, the school is open. So, when the school will be open, it's obvious that the child will go regularly to the school. So, we are going to use, first this sentence shows that it is a repeated action. So, what tense we are going to use? Simple present tense. They go to school by bus. They go to school by bus. Why? Because it is showing the habit of habit as well as repeated action of the children. Now children, we have seen some examples of using simple present tense when the sentence is habitual or in repeated action. Now we'll see when the sentence is telling about the permanent truth. Like over here, I have written some sentences on the whiteboard. Let's see. The sun dashed in the west. Now we know that the sun is a permanent truth. It is the fact that the sun always sets in the west. So the sun sets in the west. Next is the earth dash round the sun. The earth revolves, REVOLVES, revolves round the sun. Now the wood dash on the water. Now wood is heavier. When you throw this thing is light. This thing is light. When you throw the wood on the water, what it happens? It floats. The wood floats on the water because all these sentences are telling us about the permanent truth, the facts of the sentence. Like, it happens every day, regularly. The sun dash in the east. The sun rises in the east. So all these four sentences are talking about what? The permanent truth. So for the permanent truth we have used all what? The simple present tense, like sets, revolves, floats, rises. All these are simple present tense. Now children, there are certain rules for making simple present tense. I have already discussed in my last video when I was teaching you simple present tense. Let's take a quick recap. Now for a simple present tense, we have to focus in three things. We have to focus in three things. That is a kind of sentence which we are using in the for simple present tense. And for sentence, generally when we are constructing, there are the sentences or the statement is based on three things. That is positive sentence, negative sentence and question sentence. Now we all know what is positive. Positive means declarative or factual facts, permanent truth in a sentence, or the sentence which is talking about the habitual or the repeated actions. Negative sentence is what? When a sentence have not, right? Like we did in one of the sentence that Shruti does not do her homework regularly. That is a negative sentence. And question sentence, the same statement is what? Or sentence is just the same. It is what? When it is a asking question, which we also call interrogative statement. Now another thing that we focus in the sentence, that is the subject which is used in the sentence, right? So we generally use, we know that in a sentence there are two types of two parts in it, in a sentence. One is subject and one is predicate. So in a sentence we will look into the subject. Which subject usually talks about noun or pronoun. So what is a noun? Again we take a quick recap. Noun is a naming word, like it is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Like example I have used over here, Shreya, Rohan, Agra, anything I can use, right? And for pronoun, which we use instead of noun to make the sentence not boring or to cut short the sentence. Like we use instead of the name, we use he, she, it, they, I, we, etc. Right? So according to the statement, subject, we use the rules of the simple present tense. Now numbers. Now again, another important thing that we we see in the sentence, that is the number. Like the subject is telling us about singular or plural. They are talking about singular or plural. Singular noun, we know that when we are subject is talking about one thing, one person, one place. Like he, she, it. Yeah, it is talking about Rohan only, right? So, and plural noun is when we are talking about two person or more than two persons. Suppose I am talking about Rani, Soni, Shruti. So I am talking about three person out over here. So it becomes plural. So we use we or they or I or them. So plural, in plural we will use these type of numbers, they, we, they, I and them, etc. Right? So what are the three things that we have to focus? Kind of sentence, subject and numbers. Now first we'll see for the rules for the positive statement for making simple present tense. Now if the subject, now children, if the subject is singular, like he, she, it is, the sentence is followed with the present tense form of verb in which we have to add either s or es to form the verb to simple present tense. Like we'll see over here, she loves to eat. Now love is the word. To make it to simple present tense, we have added s. Like sing, Rohan sings well. Now sing is again over here is simple present tense. To the verb sing, I have added es. S. It becomes sings. So Rohan sings well. Now next we will see the subject, that is plural, right? If the subject is plural, like we, are they or I, then the present tense form of the verb will remain the same. It will not change. Like over here, example I have written, I love to watch sunrise, right? Now over here, love is the verb and it is in the form of simple present tense. We love to go to the sea beach. Now we also is the plural form. Now the subject is in the plural form, but the verb is just the same. I have not changed over here. They love me. Look, so they love me over here. You can see all the verbs over here are the same. They have not changed their form. Only in the singular we will change the form verb by adding s or es in the positive sentence. Now we'll see the rules for the negative statement. For the negative statement, when the subject is singular, that is he, she, it, right? Then we use does not to the present tense form of the verb. We will not change the verb over here. Only the verb which is written over there will use it as a present tense. Like over here, he does not like to study, right? Shruti does not want to do her work. Now, so this thing, he is a singular because it is a pronoun and it is a singular. It is related to singular. Shruti again is is a naming word, noun, and it is denoting to one person, right? So we use what? Does not. For singular we use does not, and the verb will be the same, right? It will not change, right? Now children, when the subject is plural, in a sentence when the subject is plural, like if it is starting with we, they, I or you, so then we use do not, right? For plural form we use do not. Then the present tense form of the verb. We will not change the verb. It will, whatever form it is written, the verb it is written, it will remain the same. For example, see over here, since I is in the plural, so I do not like you. I have used do not. You do not love me, right? They do not want you. So for singular in the negative sentence we are going to use does, and for the plural you are going to use do not, like does not for singular and do not for plural, right? In what? In the negative statement for simple present tense. Now children, when the statement is here, the sentence is in the question form, we all know that it always ends with a question mark. For singular, when the subject is singular, now singular means like either the name, the singular subject is either the name of a person, place, animal, right? Or if like it has been used as a instead of pronoun, that is he, she, it, that is singular. Then we use does, and then does, then the subject, it follows for does followed by subject, and then the present tense form of the verb and question mark. Let's see an example over here. Does Ellen, Ellen is a noun, right, want your book? Question mark, right. So why I have used does? Because Ellen is a singular. Does he like you? Not likes, like you. So he is a what? Pronoun, but I have used over here does he like you? Like over here, he is a pronoun. So I have used over here the same present tense form of the verb will remain the same. You will come. Even here, it will not change. It will remain the same. Now, if you say that does he likes you, it is a wrong sentence. It is a wrong English. Does he like you? Does he love you? Not loves you. Does he likes you? Wrong English. Loves you, likes you. When there does is used, we don't change the form of the verb. It will remain the same to show the simple present tense. Now, when the subject is plural, so we start the question with do, right? Now, subject plural, which means what are plural? Either 2 names, 3 names, 4 names, right? And instead of that, we use a pronoun, that is I, we, they, us, right? Then we use do. Do, then the subject, it follows by subject, then the present tense form of verb. Again, the verb does not change. For example, over here, do you like to have a cup of tea? Do you likes to have a cup of tea? No. Do you like to have a cup of tea? I have used do because over here, the subject over here is plural, right? Now, do I love you? Now, again, I have used do. Why? Because the subject is plural. Now, do they need my help? Why I have used? Because the subject is plural. So, hence what we have learnt over here in the question sentence for simple present tense, does we use when the subject is plural and the present tense form will remain the same, right? But it will always end with a question mark, right? And do when we use when the subject is plural and the present tense form of the verb will be the same and will end with question mark. Now let's take a quick recap of what we have seen in the rules. That is, choose the correct verb. Now options are given, we have to choose. Paris is the capital of France. Now Paris is the name of a place. So it is a one name. So what it will be, is or are? Right. It will be is. Paris is the capital of France. Now Payal dash a lot of work at home. Do or does? It will be this thing Payal. What it will be? Does. Payal does a lot of work. For singular, she. Payal is the name of a girl. If you remove the name, it will become she. So does a lot of work at home. Now Rani dash some of her pocket money every week. Rani saves, right? Saves. Why? ES will be added according to the rule, positive sentence. Now we dash for a long walk in the park. We is a plural, so the verb will not change. So we will write over here, we go for a long walk in the park. My mother and sister. Now we are talking in this sentence, they are talking about 2 persons. So it is plural. So the verb will not change according to the rule. my mother and sister dash for this dash vegetables from this shop. Buy vegetables, right? So in this way we are going to follow the rule and complete the correct simple present tense. Now let's see how to change the sentence, like over here. Now change the sentence as per the instruction given below. Now we have studied negative, positive and the interrogative. So now a positive sentence is given to us and we have to change it to negative sentence following the simple present tense rule. I like to drink coffee. Negative sentence I have to change. So what will I is what? Plural. So I with plural what I have said, do will go. Right. So I do not like to drink coffee. Right. Next is the man sells colorful caps. Now man is singular. So with singular subject, what we will add? Does. So the man does not sell colorful caps. Right. Next is they live on the fourth floor. This thing interrogative. With when the subject is plural, we have to use what? Does. So, but now I have to change it to interrogative sentence. Do they live on the fourth? It's very simple. Once you know the rules of the same sentence. So Mary teaches the children. Now Mary is singular, the subject is singular. So what I am going to use for interrogative? Does. Right. So does Mary, I have forgot to put question mark over here. Mary teaches the children. Does Mary teaches the children? Isn't it easy, children? For singular we have to use does and for plural form we have to use do. Right? So it's very easy. Remember it. Go through the rules again and it will be easy for you to solve it. That's it for the day. Have a good day and study very hard.